Welcome to today's video, everyone. We're going to talk about the severe weather today. We're going to enhance risk in North and South Dakota today, Nebraska and Minnesota. If you live there, you better keep alert, have notifications on today. So let's talk about it now. Alright, everyone. So we got our day 1 severe weather risk today for June 9th. We can see we got an enhanced risk in North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Nebraska. We got a slight risk in North Dakota, South Dakota. We can see Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Iowa, Minnesota. Then we got a margin risk. Sorry. Alright, everyone, so we got a margin risk in Illinois, Iowa, we can see, Wisconsin, Indiana, Kentucky, we can see, Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Colorado, Wyoming, and Montana, we can see also on here too, guys. So let's move on to our tornado risk for today. Then today we got a 10% tornado risk for North Dakota, we can see, with those dotted lines. So that means we could have larger tornadoes today, potentially. EF3 plus in that yellow thing means. Then we can see in the orange, we got EF2 plus, that means EF3 plus. We can see in those black dotted lines, EF2 plus in those black dotted lines. You see for the 5%, and we got 2% in Kansas. You can see for Iowa, North, South Dakota, we can see also on here too, guys. So yeah. Alright, so let's move on to our that's from the other day. Okay, this is our wind risk for today. You can see everyone. So we got a 45% wind risk we can see for North, South Dakota. We can see we got a 30% wind risk for Nebraska. We can see also those down the line. So that means we can have significant winds. That means like in the 45% we can have wind gusts up to 100 miles per hour potentially in the storms. And in the red we can have 80 mile per hour, 85 mile per hour wind gusts plus. Then down here we could have in the Kansas 15% wind risk. We can see the black dotted lines too. Then we got a 30% wind risk in Oklahoma. Then a 5% wind risk in Iowa. We can see Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin. We can see also on here. Now it's time to look at our hail risk for today, everyone. So give me this 1 second to pull it up. There we go. Then we got our hail risk for today. We got a 30% hail risk. We have a chance for large hail in North Dakota, South Dakota, and Nebraska today. Then we got 15% hail risk for Kansas. We can see Nebraska. See, then we got a 5% hail risk for Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota, North and South Dakota, and Nebraska, and Kansas. We can see also. Alright, once we got our day 2 severe weather risk for today for June 10th. We can see we got an enhanced risk in Minnesota, Illinois. We can see for tomorrow. Then we got a slight risk in Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana. We can see also on here too. And then in Ohio, we got a margin risk of severe weather for tomorrow in PA, New York, Oklahoma, Texas, Nebraska, North Dakota, and South Dakota. We can see then a slight risk in Minnesota. We can see also on here. Then this is our tornado risk for tomorrow. We can see on here, guys. Just hold on, let me change the date. That's my bad. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Alright, so this is our tornado risk for tomorrow. We can see we got a 10% tornado risk for Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin with the black dotted lines. We can see on here. You see that means we have potential larger tornadoes potentially in the 10% area. In the 5% area, we can see we have the black dotted lines too. You can see them in the 2% tornado risk. We can see Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, and Michigan. We can see also on here. Alright, everyone, so we got our day 2 wind risk today. We can see for tomorrow, for June 10th, we can see we got a 30% wind risk in Wisconsin with the black dotted lines, Illinois, Iowa, Minnesota. Then we got a 15% wind risk in Minnesota, Iowa. We can see Missouri, Illinois. We can see Oklahoma. We got 5% wind risk, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, Maryland tomorrow, and North and South Dakota. We can see also for tomorrow. So let's move on to our hail risk now. You got our hail risk for tomorrow. We can see we got a 30% hail risk. We can see for Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, and black dotted lines, potential for large hail. We got a 15% hail risk for Kansas, Arkansas, Illinois. We can see with the black dotted lines. Then we can see we got a 5% hail risk for Kansas, Oklahoma. We can see on here Ohio, 15% hail risk to Illinois, Missouri, Kansas. We can see also on here too. And 5% hail risk for North and South Dakota tomorrow too. So let's move on to our day 3 severe weather risk, everyone. Alright, everyone, so we got our day 3 severe weather risk for Thursday. We can see we got an enhanced risk in Missouri, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana. Then slight risk in Michigan, Indiana, Missouri, Arkansas, Kansas, Nebraska. We can see and a slight risk in Oklahoma, Ohio, Pennsylvania. We can see New York too for our day 3. We can see. Then our day 3 combined, our total severity risk is 30% in Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, and a 15% severity risk in Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. We had 5% severity risk, Pennsylvania, New York, Virginia, Iowa, Wisconsin, Kansas, and Oklahoma. You can see in Arkansas. So let's move on to our day 4. Then our day 4, we're over here in Ohio now, Ohio Valley, a 15% severe probability outlook. So 15% severe probability for Ohio, New York, West Virginia, Kentucky, and Virginia, we can see. Then we have a day 5 for Saturday. We can see Nebraska, Iowa, and Kansas. We can see also on here. And that's pretty much it for that. So let's move on to our radar projections for today, everyone. All right, so we get our severe weather our radar projections for today. So we can see on here at 11 a.m. today, we can see we got looks like a storm popping up in North Dakota. We can see on here also. We can see popping up in 11 a.m. today. Maybe some pop-up storms in Missouri we can have at 11 a.m. Some rain in Wyoming. We can maybe see also Colorado, New Mexico. We can see maybe some rain in Kentucky at 11 a.m. this morning. Okay, then I forgot that's Central Time. That was 10 a.m. actually. Sorry guys. So this is actually 11 a.m. So we got, it looks like storm in North Dakota popping up around 11 a.m. potentially. Looks like get some pop-up rain showers in Illinois, Missouri. We can see awesome rain in Wisconsin. Then we can see on noon we got a storm popping up in North Dakota. More you can see rain in Wyoming rain in Wyoming could potentially pop up. Montana you can see on here. Then 1 p.m. comes along. Looks like we have a storm in North Dakota. Some scattered rain showers in Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. You can see also on here too, guys. We can see. Let me do something else. Hold on. No, stop this thing. Okay, that's better. Yeah, we can see it more. Yeah, that's actually better because this is our main area. So we're gonna be taking a look at today. So this is 2 p.m. Looks like we have a thunderstorm part of Canada too. North Dakota we can see. Then 3 p.m. we can see we have a storm in North Dakota. We can see also some pop-up rain showers in Nebraska. We can see also on here too, guys. All right, so then we can see 4 p.m. we got a line of storms in North Dakota and Canada. We can see at 4 p.m. today also. Then 5 p.m. we have a new line sign to form in South Dakota. We can see around 5 today. Then we got some storms in North Dakota. We can see also on here too, guys. Then 6 p.m. comes along. We can see we got storms in Canada too. Also North Dakota, South Dakota. We can see forming also these lines of storms. You can see out here other storms in North Dakota, and looks like going to Minnesota too, trying to form. Then we can see 7 p.m. we really got severe storms going on in North Dakota. We got one up there in North Dakota. You can see middle of North Dakota we got a storm. There's a storm stretching all the way down into South Dakota. We can see in even Nebraska. We can see we're probably gonna have to put this out more. So yeah, guys. So we can see our storms for today. This is 7 p.m. We got storms in Kansas. We have a storm in Indiana. We can see also on here, Illinois. Then we can see 8 p.m. Our storms are really heavy. We can see here in North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas. We can see we got a storm in Kentucky. We can see also around 8 p.m. today and on here. Then 9 p.m. comes along. Oh my God, guys. Look at this. Look at these radar things are saying. I've got storms in North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas. Rain in Iowa we can see also on here. Then, oh my God, guys. Look at that line of storms we're going to have later by 10 p.m. Oh my God. This radar projection is, look at what it's predicting, guys. Look at all that wind in there. We're seeing hail. All right, we can see our storms moving west here at 11 p.m. We can see into Minnesota. We can see North Dakota, South Dakota. We got a pop-up storm in Iowa. We can see also around 11 p.m. Then midnight, it keeps going. Our storm in Minnesota. You can see then we got another storm in Iowa. We can see also, you can see on here. Hold on. All right, then 1 o'clock in the morning comes. We've got a heavy thunderstorm in Iowa. We got a squall line in Minnesota we can see, but it looks like it's starting to weaken a bit on here around 1 in the morning. We can see then 2 in the morning, it's even weakened more. Our storms are starting to weaken a lot. We can see around 1, 2 in the morning, our storm's going to start weakening a lot. We can see on here. Then 3 o'clock in the morning, we can still see some thunderstorms. Now, it's not going to be as strong as earlier. So let's move on to our radar projections for tomorrow. We're going to be looking at. All right, starting around 2 o'clock tomorrow, guys, we can have storms start popping up in Iowa. We can see Illinois. Looks like we have some storms trying to form in Minnesota. We can see also on here too, guys, around 2 p.m. tomorrow. Then 3 p.m. tomorrow, we can see we got a storm forming in Illinois. We can see, and we got a storm in Minnesota trying to form, guys, too. It looks like we just have a storm trying to form in Iowa too around 3 p.m. tomorrow too, guys. Then 4 p.m. tomorrow. Oh my God, look at this, guys. Like, you can see some storms in Minnesota trying to form. Also, we can see on here, guys, too. A storm in Iowa. We can see a storm in Kansas. We can see trying to form. Also, storms in Illinois too. And then 5 p.m. This could change a bit before tomorrow, but this is what it could potentially look like. So we can see. Look at these lines. It's just like I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Some of these lines is like kind of violent, like on here, like this really, like, you know what I mean, like. This doesn't look good. This doesn't look good here. Like the radar projections, what they're saying, like it looks like heavy winds, damaging winds. You know what I mean, tornadoes too. So we can see some and hail too. Then we can have storms in Minnesota, Illinois. Then we can see 6 p.m. Oh my God, guys, look at this line. It's just so. We can have storms in Minnesota, in Iowa, going all the way down to Kansas. We can see a storm over here in Illinois and Indiana. Then we can see 7 p.m. We can see we got a storm in Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota. We can see. Then we got looks like some rain in Indiana. We can see. Then our storm moves more to the west. We can see into Illinois now around 8 p.m. The storm moved in Wisconsin. We can see. Minnesota, we can see also Kansas, Texas, we can see also on here too. Then 9 p.m. we can see our storms look like to set the weekend a bit. We can see we got some storms in Missouri, Illinois, Wisconsin, we can see Michigan Peninsula. And we can see around 10 p.m. we still have storms in Illinois. We can see Wisconsin, Michigan Peninsula, we can see also on here too, guys. Then we can see 11 p.m. we can see we get some storms in Illinois, looks like more. Then maybe some potential storms in Michigan Peninsula. We can see that by midnight we can see our storms really start going down a lot. We can see in these areas. So, but this can change because it's still a day and a half away. So, all right, everyone. So let's look at something else. All right, we're gonna take a look at today's and tomorrow's storm cap. So this is what Tuesday at 10 a.m. could look like Central Time. But that's 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or EDD time. You can see Verdi 300 storm cap in Kansas, Verdi 200 in Nebraska, 3,000 in Illinois. This is a lot of high numbers we can see here. 3,000 in South Dakota for today. We can see also on here. Then we can see 11 a.m. on here also. We got 4,500 storm cap in Kansas. We can see also too, guys. Then we got 2 p.m. on here coming along. We have 4,800 storm cap in Kansas, 4,700, Verdi 900, 4,300, 4,000 in Minnesota. We can see these are high numbers, everyone. We can see on here. See Verdi 300 in Missouri, 2,800 in Illinois. We can see also. Yeah, then we can see around 4 p.m. we can even have upwards of 5,000 storm cap possible today, guys. These numbers are extremely high, I gotta say, for some of these areas of Kansas today. And we can see North and South Dakota, we can have high storm cap too also on here too. Saying then we can see around 7 p.m. that night we can have Nebraska 5,000 storm cap, 4,100. But the main storm events North and South Dakota, it's because there's more ingredients there for these storms to fire up more. But down here there's like less severe risk, so that means pretty much they could have high storm cap, but it's like we could still, like, it just has higher storm cap, but it just doesn't have as like a couple like as much factors in there than up there. You know what I mean, guys? So then we could go to tomorrow. We can see real quick. Cap Verde 700 storm cap in Kansas, Verde 900 around 4 p.m., Verde 500, 2600 we can see out here, 1400 in Wisconsin. We can see for tomorrow, then we can see maybe 4300 storm cap potentially in Kansas tomorrow too. So yeah, guys, so I hope you learned something new in this video today. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the notification bell. I see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.